Assalamualaikum dear viewers, how are you? I hope everyone will be fine. Welcome back to our coding journey. Today we are diving into the fascinating realm of the character data types in the C language. Every time you type letters, input numbers or special character, or even that if you hit the space bar you have to interact with the characters. So character is very important and fascinating lecture for all computer language. So let's get started from its basic to advanced. What is the its basic, and then we will move to the its advanced. In the early of 1960, the American computer scientist made a ASCII value for each character in the C language. Right. So in the computer, all characters, all alphabets, all numbers that are all characters, right, have the ASCII value that are made by the American computer scientist, right. So in the early of 1960, right. So what is that ASCII value, right. So what is ASCII value, so let's understand it. So this is the ASCII value tables, right. So this is the ASCII value tables from 65 to 90 is that A to Z all alphabets, right. So these all alphabet characters are 65 to 90, and 97 to 122 these are all small alphabets, right. So these are its ASCII value, and its these are corresponding alphabets, small alphabets, right. And 48 to 57 are numbers, right, and all other are special characters, right. So yeah, that total characters in the C language 127. So these are all special characters. So 127 are special characters, alphabets, digits, small alphabets. So all are that 127, right. In the description I'll show you all about detail, right. You can check it and understand it, right. So that's why cat data type range is that 127, right. So let's understand it. Character data type represented by the in the C language char, and the format specifier for the character data type is that %C. So these format specifier are special format specifier that are used type of data print on the screen, right. If we write here %D, then integer value printed on the screen, right. If we write here %U, then unsigned values printed on the screen, right. So if we write %C, then character means that printed on the screen alphabet, digit, numbers, right. So these character will be as it printed on the screen, right. So now we will talk about the confusion when you enter a value, corresponding values that are ASCII values, right, and you want to print character to that corresponding values, and you will get the unexpected special character, maybe unexpected alphabets, unexpected digits, right. So what it happens, so let's get started. So let's understand what it happens, right. So this is the confusion sometimes you face, and you seems like that it's strange behavior of your code, right. So let's we break down this confusion by draw two circles that are signed and unsigned int. Due to this range all happens, right. Let's we understand with example and with programs, right. In the data types, two qualifiers. First one is that signed, and second is unsigned qualifiers. What is meant of this? These are range of the character data types, right. So American standard has been made range for them, right. So what's range is that? So this is the range of the character data types. For signed int is that 128 to 127, right. So all are equal in the negative values, all are equal in positive values, right. Here 0 include, that's why it is 127, and here is not include, right. So that's why it is 128, and this is the 127, right. And this is the all positive values that are all, we will plus to the all its, and these will become 255, right. So these are all positive values, right. So when you get errors, and you get errors when you write exceed these values of this limiter, right? If you assign this value and print characters of percentage C corresponding this ASCII value you want to print on the character on the screen, you will get error because this is the out of range, right? So let's we understand it. So this is the two qualifier. First is signed char and second qualifier is that unsigned char, and this is the range, right? In signed char we have two types of the values, 1 to 127. 127 is that all positive values, and negative 1 to negative 128 are all negative values, right? So these are two types of the values, so that's why it's called signed char, right? And this is the unsigned char. These are all positive values without sign, so that's why it is signed char, right? So how you get errors, let's we understand with the programs, right? So this is the simple program in which we have include two header files, and this is the main function where the execution will be start from the char data types. So in the memory, char data type variable is declared that hold the a character, right? So first we will print that character with the percentage C, that is forward specified to print the character on the screen, and second is that percentage D, that is used to print the integer values. So this is print the integer values, and this print the character data types. So this print the ASCII values because every characters in our C language has its ASCII values, right? So this percentage D print the integer values that are in numbers, right? So when this execute here, when this line statement executed as it a printed on the screen, right? And here what will be printed on the screen, 65, that is ASCII value corresponding that alphabets, right? In this video, how this ASCII value is converted into the binary form, and then we will see the our language alphabets characters, right? No, now we will give this value, this integer value, and what will be printed on the screen, right? So now we will write here, I have given this variable value is 97, right? So now what will be happen, right? Because this is the percentage C, this is always print the character, right? And this is the percentage D, this is always print the integer value, but we have assigned the value integer, right? And what will happen, this statement, when this statement will be executed, that small a printed on the screen, because this is the ASCII value of a corresponding small alphabets A, right? So that's why small alphabets printed on the screen, right? And when percentage D, as this value is printed on the screen, 97, that is 97, right? So I hope you got it, the ASCII values corresponding the all characters, right? So in the computer, all characters has ASCII, has its own ASCII values, right? So now if write here, 129, right? So now what will be happen when we write the values to this, this value? So when we assign the values, first of all compiler check this value in this data type in the range. So when we assign any variable the values, so compiler check its range of that data type that we have declared here. But when we declared char data types, so this is the default signed char, because if we specify here unsigned char, then compiler check the unsigned values, right? So generally we write as like that signed char, right? So now compiler will check 129 value existed in that range, right? So now we will check here are 1 to 127 are positive values, but 129 is not available here. So now what will be happen? So what will be output on the screen, right? So when this value is so this statement will be executed on the screen. So So here will not error occurs. Any garbage, any characters will be printed on the screen, right? So maybe printer is that as like that dollars, any any unexpected that are music, any emojis will be printed on the screen, right? So that's why you will get the unexpected character on the screen, right? And percentage d always print the values, so as it 129 will be printed on the screen, right? So I hope you got it, how you will get errors when you see on the screen unexpected characters on the screen, right? So now we will see the how the characters, when we type our characters and it convert into the binary form, and then we will see the on the screen in our own language, right? So let's we understand it. So when you enter a character from your keyboard to input to the computer, what will be happen, right? Because character take the 1 byte in memory, character take the 1 byte in the memory, right? So when we hit the a alphabet from our keyboard, then and input to the computer a, then what will be happen? So compiler find out its ASCII value first of all. So its ASCII value will be 65, right? And then compiler takes on the iteration, that is bitwise operation. In this way compiler will convert this value into binary form, because every every character in our C language take 1 bytes, and 1 bytes equal to the 8 bits. So this is the binary form of the alphabet A, and this is the 8 bits. 8 bits equal to the 1 byte. Every character take the 1 byte, that is equal to the 8 bits. In the 8 bits, one character store in the memory. This is a one character in the form of binary, right? No, a human not understand it. It's computer language, right? So we will not understand directly its language, and computer not understand our directly this language. So compiler will convert it into our language, that is A. So this A is printed on the screen, right? So I hope you have got it all about I have made to understand to you, right? So in the next video I'll describe all about the operators in the C language. So till then, a lot of care of you. I'll see you in the next video.